Hello everybody, welcome to Whilton Mill, welcome to Track Talk for event 4 of the Rear Tools British Kart Championships. We're going to take the next 20 minutes or so to go around the paddock a little bit, kind of preview the weekend, see how people are getting on, what the form book has been leading into today. We're of course recording this on Friday whilst free practice is ongoing out on circuit. As I say, we haven't got long, so let's crack on into it. Not quite got enough time to go down into the bottom area, but just to tell you some of the news from there. Optima performance looking pretty good with Alex Dodds this weekend. From my notes, he was 5th in FP3. Margaris Kavekis, who we've just seen go into the pre-grid for one of the Honda Cadet practices, is looking pretty good as well. Was 3rd earlier on. Optima performance, as I say. Sorry, Alex Dodds in MDL, of course. MDL a little bit further down in there. Optima performance as well. Look out for Cameron Edmonds this weekend. Is looking pretty quick. JGR we'll get on to later. I think the first group that we're probably going to head into is going to be Fusion Motorsports. Biggest team here this weekend. Had a stellar time at PF International, about a month ago, for the first events for the IAME classes. Pretty much clean sweep the whole lot. Are they going to have as much of things their own way this weekend? I'm not sure. We'll get on to why later, but they are still looking pretty strong. We'll start with restricted. Not all the karts are in at the moment. Restricted, Alfie Davidson, double win last time out, is looking pretty quick. I think this is Alfie Davidson's kart here. Yes, it is. So this, I think, is still very much the machine to beat in IAME Water Swift Restricted. Was fastest in FP3 and FP4 earlier on today. We're filming this still with FP5 yet to run. It's just running really well at the moment, is Alfie Davidson, looking pretty strong along the way. Another driver that I'm very, very keen to see how they get on this weekend is Sukhmani Kira. Sukhmani has taken a huge, huge step forward so far in 2024. I'm predicting, well, not predicting, based on the results that we saw for the club round here a few weeks ago, that the next big step has already been taken. Was the winner for IAME Water Swift here a few weeks ago for Whilton Mill Kart Club, and the pace has looked good again today. Was fastest in FP3 and 3rd in FP4. So really good signs here for Sukhmani Kira that could be a podium, could be even more. Because of course it's 2 chances this weekend. It's another double header. It's round 3 on Saturday, round 4 on Sunday. Other things to note from Fusion: Jarlath Sayed leading the championship in IAME Water Swift, was fastest in FP4. Into the older categories, Harrison Mackie looking to continue his great form this weekend as well. Is looking strong again in juniors. And Freddie Lloyd as well was 7th place in FP3. One of the top runners in seniors. As I say, we've not got a lot of time, so we'll crack on through to BMR. Good number of runners in Water Swift again. Austin Newstead looking pretty good this morning. 2 top 10s in the practice sessions. George House looking for another strong weekend also. Let's see who we can find in here. Hayden Eldridge looking quick also. How's today gone?
We've had a very tricky first couple of sessions, and then this last session's gone really well for us. So.
What's made the difference then? What have you been playing with on the kart in terms of setup?
Just the engines and stuff like that.
So is that like a complete swap out of units, or is it changing certain aspects, certain little bits here and there? What have you been up to?
Just little bits, just changing some little things, and then we can just try to push to that last couple temps.
And looking forward as well, you know, racing wise, this is the first time that we've seen IAME in a British kart champ sense on the new circuit. You enjoying it? Is it a bit of a challenge out there?
It's a big challenge going past that chicane. It's a very tricky corner to get right, but when you get it right, it feels really nice.
Good stuff. And do you have to change anything in terms of gearing for that from previous visits here?
Yeah, you have to change like lots of stuff so then it suits the corner to make it go fast around it.
Good stuff. Well done, Henry Clark there, by the way. Looking was, as I say, 20th earlier in FP3 and is looking like getting on a fair bit later on in the weekend. We're marching towards Mick Barrett Racing. Let's see if we can grab Joseph Smith if he's all right. Joseph, quick word, how's the track driving this weekend?
It's all right. It's quite slippy at the moment, but hopefully it gets a bit faster tomorrow.
So we've had a little bit of precipitation in the air the last couple of sessions. Is that the main reason why it's slippery, or is it a tyre thing, do you think?
I think it was drizzling maybe 20 minutes ago, and I think that's why it's a bit slippy now, but it was fine before.
Good to be back in the MBR awning as well?
Yeah, it's great. It's really good company, really good people, and Dan and Mick are doing everything they can to fix any issues with the kart, but it's great.
Good stuff. I'll let you get on because I know you need to get to debrief. But yeah, on Mick Barrett. Look out for Aston Sharp this weekend. Aston looking really, really strong. Was second earlier in his practice session. Quick word on Croc as well. Highlights for them. Got to be Lewis Bird. Lewis Bird looking absolutely rapid in seniors. Was fastest in FP3. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about Fusion. Are they going to have everything their own way this weekend? Right now, based on the data that we've seen through this free practice day, I think the answer's no. I think there's a few factors behind that, but Croc really seem to have raised their game today. Robbie Buckley as well was fifth in FP3. Mind you, back down there's a Volkswagen Passat coming through, and Oliver Stilt was P6 as well. I want to see if we can have a quick chat with Robbie Buckley just to see, because I think he's come fresh off the circuit. And see what he thinks. Robbie, you've got a quick second for a chat with us. How's the kart feeling this weekend?
Yeah, I think we're just struggling for a bit of grip and just getting used to the new last corner. So other than that, it's just pushing on really and trying to get going.
We always like to go into little bits of details on here. I've just noted that your bindings for the radiator pump, you've got them twisted up. I've seen others where they've not done that. What's the thinking behind that?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. It's just the thing that the lads do. Like, I don't really know, but yeah, that's about it really.
Fair enough. I say if you can have a look in there, Dan. That really simple ways of doing things in karting. These bands here that are mounted off the rear axle actually drive the little water pump that draws water through from the radiator to the engine, keeps it nice and cool. Little thing that we've noted there. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you for your time. And yeah, learning little bits along the way. Croc Promotions, of course, know this circuit very well over the years. Used to be based here. They've recently moved to a brand new facility, which I think is helping them out really well. There's Lewis Bird's number 24. Keep an eye out for that. Looking really quick this weekend. Right, let's march on. Kean Geraghty in the distance there is walking away, so we won't go and bother him now. Another driver looking very quick, won in his category in seniors at WMKC a few weeks ago. Here is his kart, single awning for single kart this weekend. I think quietly confident with how they're getting on right now. Beautifully prepared machine. Using all that experience that he's had with the likes of Strawberry and other big teams in Europe, but now running things, by themselves and running really nicely as well. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out on the number 73 across the course of the weekend. TWM on my team for today, where I'm going to give them some love because I've not given them enough love so far in 2024. Harvey Roth, number 36, P8 in FP3. Let's see if we can pop our head in here. See if we can have a little chat with Harry Chapman, if that's okay, because I don't think we've talked to Harry so far. He's in a sizably bigger kart that he's used to. Harry, what are you doing in there?
Tested it.
Testing it for what? What are we looking at? What are the technicalities?
Seeing if I can go in it soon.
How's your driving gone today?
Not as good. We've had a few bad sessions. We didn't expect it in the last session to rain, so I went on slicks in the wet.
But that's always good practice, because that could happen tomorrow, a bit of slicks in the wet. Is that something that you enjoy the challenge of?
Yeah.
In terms of your step up, because obviously you've gone from Bambinos, you're now into the higher classes. How have you found that step from Bambinos to where you are now?
Well, it's a lot quicker, like 20 miles or 10 miles an hour quicker, and it's a lot different.
But you're enjoying it?
Yes, a lot.
Good stuff. Well, Harry, we will leave you to your all-important testing of a junior kart. Great to see there, and good to have a chat with TWM. Right, marching on. Ralphie Branscombe's awning is there, but the kart is not. Winner from the O plate. The last time Honda Cadet were here, because we should mention, of course, Honda Cadet are here. Really interested to see the dynamic of a double weekend for them, because of course this is the third event in the main championship that we've seen from them, but they've run with Rotax for the first two events. So, you know, slight. I mean, in terms of the scoring of the championship, not too much difference. It's still going to be battling for hauls of 65 points. But how are they going to play it out knowing they've got a full round on Saturday and another one then on Sunday? We'll wait and see on that on this one. Jade Racing team, really good to see a good number of drivers with them this weekend. Just a couple of the highlights from today. Alessandro Salas looking quick in FP3. Noah Wolf, third in the championship at the moment, but effectively second, because Oscar Repetto, one of the international runners who was with us at PF International, is not here this weekend. Noah second in FP3. I didn't check how your FP4 went, mate. How did it go? All right?
Fastest, so
That'll do.
that'll do.
This circuit, it's changed a little bit, of course, since the last time Miami's raced around here. What do you think of it? What are the challenges now?
For me, it's mastering how to take it, because it's a big difference taking the curb, getting it right every lap. It's hard to get it right every lap. That's why the best will come first, of course. But yeah, I've been struggling to get it right every lap, but keep improving, and we'll see how we do.
How are you finding the management of the season as well? Obviously, you know, we were both in Slovakia last weekend. Very different machinery to what we've got here. Do you find it, you know, fairly easy to switch back and forth between the two?
Very easy, actually. I don't really notice the difference, because I was born and raised under the Miami Cadet and Honda. Keep switching classes, so I'm very much know how to switch quite quickly, and it'll take me the outlap, and then I'm there.
Good stuff. Well, we've got to march on, but good to see you, Noah, and yeah, pushing on really well, and hoping for a better weekend. Had a bit of a tough time out in Slovakia in a different category, but myself and Anthony Jordan keeping a good eye on him. Yeah, hoping for better things. The Stewart camp, Andy and Johnson Stewart, good to have them again from Northern Ireland. How's today gone?
Yeah, I've actually had a good day today. So Johnson was in the top 10 in the first run, and Andy's only 0.2 behind him. So
how hard is it, not just running one kart, but running two out of the same morning?
Yeah, tough task, tough. Especially with all that goes on at the British with tyres, and even at PF, the two of them right in different sessions as well. So it was chaos.
Good stuff. Brother and sister, I should say, Andy and Johnston. How both of you have you found it today?
It's been good. Not a good last session, but we've had fun today, which is good.
And Johnston, it's a very different circuit to PF International. How are you finding Whilton Mill?
It's a good track. It's a lot different, like you said, from PEFI, but I still like it.
Good stuff. Well, we'll try and catch up with you again tomorrow, but best of luck, guys. Good to see Paralins as well being run in the paddock. Always like a little bit of variety across the chassis manufacturers. Still, of course, a lot of OTKs, but say a good number of Birrells here this weekend. Let's march on, because I know we're a little bit tight for time. Going over the rest of what we've got. I think we've missed Harry Grant, unfortunately, but Harry Grant was P9 in Honda Cadet, another one of our privateers. To say, I think we'll do a bit more of a fuller run down the privateers tomorrow when we've got the fuller paddock show. Sorry, the wind's getting up again. As ever, we had a very nice start to the day here at Whilton Mill in terms of the weather, but it has turned on us. It's started to feel more like its usual self. Let's march into the second half of the paddock here this weekend. Daniel Ferguson is around here somewhere, not quite sure, but he was looking quick in Honda Cadet earlier as well. I wonder if we can just about see Chester Fawkes' machine. No, we can't. We'll try and catch Chester Fawkes tomorrow. But a double podium at PF in Miami Water Swift Restricted for Chester Fawkes, and was third in FP3 earlier today. Ambition behind us, really buoyed by the win that they had with Ed Spain in Scotland, in Lark Hall. So keep an eye out for how Ambition are going to get on this weekend. I'm just going to stick my head in to see if there's anybody here. No, so we won't go in there for more of that. Maybe we'll catch Ambition a little bit tomorrow. ORM, another one of the teams looking for another good weekend. Things in restricted, they had a third place with Mason Hibbert earlier in FP4 in restricted. Teddy J Porter looking to continue the good form that we saw at PF International from the number 66, 2 top 10s. Colby Patterson, Harry Williams and Blair Smith all in for them this weekend. I want to try and march on down because there's another couple of teams that we haven't had too much of a chance to talk to so far this year. Tilletson being set up. Now, we've not had Tilletson out on circuit today. They will start things tomorrow with their free practice and timed qualifying for not just the seniors but also the juniors this weekend. This is another chance for them to qualify, or all of these drivers to qualify through to the T4 Nations Cup in Valencia later in the year. So yes, we'll see how they get on. Gus Lawrence and Archie Tillett here as well. Gus Lawrence, of course, looking to get points back on the board. I don't know if we can have a quick word with Gus, reigning champion, of course. Gus, how's today gone?
Quite strange, really. We started off in the first 2 practice sessions. Obviously, it's unofficial. There's no live timing, and the lap times I recorded then. We put the new tyres on for session 3, which is the control tyres, and went 3/10 slower, which new tyres is not quite right. And we've been chasing our tail for the rest of the day for that, really. So we've not proved ourselves on the timing boards, but hopefully we'll change tyres tomorrow. It's just a slight query with that, really, and then we'll go again. What is it that's potentially done that? Is that a pressures thing? Is that a track temperature thing? Is it rubbering in? No, just if you look at the tyres, obviously the tyres all have numbers on them, and I'd like to think they're made in an order. It's quite, you wouldn't really do it random. And the tyres we've got out of the box are 109 or whatever, and then the ones we had earlier are like a 114 with like 8 digits behind, so that's quite a big difference. So whether or not they've an older set, and it's just what they are over time, and whatever's happened anyway, it's translated into us going slower. So we'll see how we go. We'll be fine. We'll be all right. It's just get over this and then come back tomorrow. All challenges that you faced before, now you'll give it your all. Lovely, thank you. Okay, good to see that. Well, at least there's a decent understanding of what's going on there. That if it is a bit of an older set of tyres that they've been running on today, they've been sat around a little bit longer than others. I'm conscious that we've maybe not got many minutes to go. I want to have a chat with Evolve because we've not seen too much of Evolve so far this year. Very quickly on Zip, whilst we're here, and I need to turn over my page and not get run over by Dan Ashton. There's a maniac at the wheel of a Transit. There they go through the paddock now, doing things nice and safely as always. Quick word on Zip. Archie Loveridge looking quick again in Honda Cadet, FP3 P1, P2 for Elliot Bourke. Kevin Ivanov also looking quick. Alfie Mayer also in the Zip Factory team awning for this weekend, as he has of course been earlier on in the season, but this is his first go this year in Honda Cadet. Right, let's carry on zipping through. Pun definitely intended there. As I say, we've got Premium Karting. Oh, Premium Karting, actually, that's another one we need to keep an eye on this weekend. Morgan Moore, who did a very nice job at PF International, but maybe didn't quite have the look, was fastest in one of his junior sessions earlier on today. Junior, the only category where you've got a bit of a 2-group thing going on. So there will be a repechage for juniors. So, yeah, very keen to see how they're getting on. Evolve, we've not talked too much about this year. I say Alfie Davidson's looked pretty good so far in restricted this year, but I think there's a decent chance here for Evolve this weekend. Henry Algar you can see there having a look over some of the data. Let's see if Henry's up for a very quick chat with us. Henry, what are we looking at the moment? What's on the screen?
My footage.
So you're looking at the lines, you're looking at the braking points?
Yeah.
And what are we learning? What are we finding out? Where do we think we can go a bit quicker?
Like maybe go to the left-hand side more and then come in. Maybe hit the apex a bit more. Like stay with them. Don't lie around with them and things like that.
What's it like working with Evolve as well? What are they like as a team?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Do you enjoy working with them?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we'll let you get back to it. From a parent's perspective, how is it working with these guys?
Yeah, really, really well. Lots of support. We're just going through last session, just trying to refine bits of driving here and there, and it's a big learning curve from we were Coma last year, so big step up into Cadet. So it's a learning curve for me and for Henry, and that's why you need the team around you to look after you as well. So feeling positive. Wasn't the best of sessions, but I'm positive because we can look back on it and try and find ways forward. So feeling good.
Good stuff. We'll let you get back to it. Thanks for your time. I say we've only got a couple of minutes to go. Argente, quick review of that. Argente look now, going back to the fusion element of can they dominate like we saw at PF International. I think Argente Motorsport have got a very straight answer to that. The answer is, if it's juniors, no. First, third and fourth in a number of practice sessions today for Argente. Kenzo Craigie, the fastest of them. Harrison Whitcomb and Thomas Spearing also looking quick as well. Look who's back in the paddock. I had let him back in. My goodness me. Before we end with Vismo, Jamie Green Racing, a quick review of their day. Will Green still looking very good. Sammy Ilias. Sammy, we'll walk with you. Good day?
Yeah.
Very good day. Do you like this circuit?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I don't know how.
Christmas corner?
Yeah.
Everybody loves Christmas corner. We'll let you get on. Vismo, as I say, they had a bit of a difficult start today as we finish things. We've done a bit of an interview with Henry Gregory, but they've struck back really well through the course of the afternoon. FP for Henry was 6th, and Aaron Brown looking quick as well. And look who's back. I say, look who's back. Don't hide. Come on. What's it like, mate, to be back in it? We've done a full interview with him already today.
All right, fair enough.
What's it like being back?
You know what? The weather is a lot worse here in the UK. That's the first thing that I've noticed. I enjoy the Europe scene a little bit more in terms of sunshine. But no, you know what? Great to be back. Loving it. Loads of old faces, loads of friends that I've made over the years, and just going around chatting away and enjoying it. So it's good to be back.
Good stuff. As I say, Henry,
Hello again.
Good comeback from a difficult. What happened with FP3?
I didn't go out actually. Took a little bit of a break, but practice 4 was very good. P6, as you just said, and the last practice was P4, a couple temps off, so not that bad. So just slowly getting better and better. So it's looking good for tomorrow, really.
Very, very good. Right, I think that's going to wrap things up, and I've ended it very, very tactically here. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to have a little bit of watch of whatever Formula 1 is on the screen. That was Track Talk, and enjoy the rest of the coverage here this weekend at Whilton Mill.